All Japan Champion Carnival Night 3 2021, of course. Bringing these results to you. Of course, you know who we guys are. We are the almighty SOS Wrestling Network, so be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Tell a friend and tell a friend. You know what we say because, of course, gotta stop saying of course. I've said it a lot. The price of subscription, as we all know, is free 99. Don't cost you a damn thing. So we might as well get into the stuff. Champion Carnival, night number 3, as my cat enters the room. You know how we do it. So let's get into it, guys. Let's break this shit down. The first match we will be talking about on this show. Let me get my shit loaded up. It's acting kind of slow. Excuse me. We had the first match of Jake Lee defeating Koji Doi right here, about 8 minutes and 10 seconds. So we got the stable of Total Eclipse exploding right here. If you don't know, these guys are part of the same stable. Total Eclipse. Doi, actually laid down for Lee, but when Lee went for the pinfall right here, Doi cradled him. So Lee, he didn't seem too overly upset at that. However, this is a pretty basic match after that. Doi was in control for a while. Then Lee took over for a while. Then Lee took control for a stretch. Then Lee took, then Doi took back over, his own stretch. Then Lee, of course, came back with his own power-up stretch. So after some back and forth here, Lee was able to get the upper hand with some knee strikes, and he hit the D4C for the win. This was fine, but neither Doi nor Lee was very expressive here. Neither one of these guys truly played heels in this match. This is pretty much a standard affair, man. It was fine. It was what it was. So moving on here. We got the next match. Shuji Shikawa defeating Yumiya Yagi right here in about 11 minutes and 13 seconds. They spent some time on the outside early on, and Ishikawa did a double foot stomp off the apron, which looked really cool. Ishikawa worked over Yagi's back early on, but that really led to nothing here. Yagi's wrestling at a high speed and really contrasted here to how slow Ishikawa, moving these days, in my opinion. It's not that it was a bad match, but it really wasn't anything to write home about. Yagi looked great here, although Yagi tried some cradle pinfalls to get the win against Ishikawa. Ishikawa was able to counter with his own to get the 3 count. I did enjoy Yagi's offensive flurry here towards the end. But yeah, man, it was okay. It wasn't, it wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It was okay. So the next match we get here, we get Shotaro Oshino defeating Kento Miyahara in about 12 minutes and 11 seconds. This match, in my opinion, it started off really, really hot here. It started off extremely hot. It started off with Oshino going for some grappling while Miyahara fought back with kicks here. Then they were able to fight outside for while Miyahara was doing his usual outside of the ring brawling here. When they got back into the ring, things were able to pick up once again. Miyahara hit the pile driver on the apron, which is the second time he's done that in the Champion Carnival already if you're keeping count. Oshino took a lot of offense from Miyahara, but managed to survive here. He no-sold a blackout knee, and then after a struggle, applied the ankle lock and grapevine, and Miyahara tapped out. This is pretty damn good. I feel like it was kind of a condensed format of the that prevented it from being truly great, and it really could have been. The brawling outside and Oshino crawling back into the ring after the apron pile driver eats up a lot of the length in this match. This was Oshino's biggest win in All Japan to date, so shout out to him, man. So next match we're going to talk about Zeus defeating Suama here in about 19 minutes and 52 seconds. Zeus was able to work over Suama's left arm. He did that from the start of this match here. They went outside early in this match, and this was the third match in a row that happened, which has certainly kind of strained my patience for people going outside this right immediately. Back into the ring now, Suama worked over Zeus for a while here. When Zeus is able to regain the momentum, he slapped on an arm lock despite not doing any working over the arm since the beginning of the match. Suama here, to his credit, he sold it like it was really hurting him, so that was a good look. Action was able to ramp up after that with lots of lariats, near falls, even though I felt the face lock submission sequence toward the end slowed the match down here until the closing stretch. Suama unleashed an offensive flurry, but Zeus powered through it. He hit a lariat, hit a jackhammer for the win. Good match. The best of the show, obviously, but I would say it was pretty slow to start, and it was kind of uneven at times that prevented it from being something truly, truly awesome, but it was still a damn good match in its own right. This is a really solid enough show with the final 2 matches really saving it, in my opinion. I would say maybe at this point, from the 2 shows that I covered, talking about the third show, this is probably the weakest show of the Champion Carnival so far, but still better than most nights of last year's tournament. Oshino getting a big win here, and the story of Zeus dominating the first few shows of the tournament are at least really good stories. So after 3 nights, let me give you the Champion Carnival standings right now. Zeus is leading the Champion Carnival with 6 points. Jake Lee's sitting at 4. He's actually tied with Shuji Ishikawa. He also has 4. Then we have a tie with the remaining of the Champion Carnival participants are tied at the 4th place with Suama, Koei Sato, Kento Miyahara, Shinjiro Otani, Koji Doi, Yumiya Yagi, and Shotaro Oshino all having 2 points. So that was night number 3. We'll be at y'all soon with night number 4. We are the Almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Till then, y'all, adios. All Japan Pro Wrestling Champion Carnival 2021 Night 4 coming at you. We are in Shinkiba first ring in Tokyo, Japan. Champion Carnival matches only, so you know how we doing it. First one we're going to talk about is Koei Sato defeating Shotaro Oshino right here in about 9 minutes and 48 seconds. They slapped each other in the chest a lot to start this match. They looked like they were happy to be in the ring together, slapping the shit out of each other, which I can't blame them. They then shifted to a lot of forearms against each other right here. So this was solid, a little plotting. It built to Oshino hitting some suplexes and then getting in the ankle lock, though Sato was able to make it to the ropes right here. Oshino kicked out of a Falcon Arrow, but then fell to the pile driver. This match was fine. It was really nothing special. After getting the big win over Kento Miyahara, I don't know what they were thinking here with Oshino. This was a decent match at best right here. So next match we got right here is Suama defeating Koji Doi right here. Koji Doi, excuse me. These guys had a hot back and forth right off the bat here. Then Doi went to work over Suama's right arm. Doi managed to get in a lot of offense here. Suama blocked a Doi lariat and then took control. Doi no-sold a Suama backdrop, but then fell to Suama's very aggressive sleeper hold right here. This match was a really fun sprint. I loved this match, to be honest. So next Championship Carnival match. Championship Carnival. I gotta stop doing this. A Champion Carnival. You know what I meant, goddammit. Champion Carnival. We had Jake Lee defeating Shinjiro Otani right here. I was concerned going to this match how it would turn out, given that they're both basically heels, but this match really worked. Lee was the aggressor, but Otani did some counters and managed to work stuff like a face wash and babyface spots, and the crowd was really into it. Lee took control with some knee strikes, but Otani fought back and they got into a strike battle here. Lee hit 3 running knee strikes to Otani and pinned him with the D4C. This was fine. I liked how each wrestler worked their character, but it was still kind of underwhelming what I was, expecting. So then we got Yumiya Yagi defeating Zeus right here in about 14 minutes and 35 seconds. This had plenty of story leading up to it. Zeus had pinned Yagi after brutalizing him in a 6-man tag match, 6-man tag team match, easy for me to say, back in March, leading into a World Tag Team Championship match the same month. In the title match, Yagi got the win with the end game, so we're finally getting the singles match between these two guys. This is a great back and forth. The Zeus using his power and Oyagi using his speed and, agility and his guile. Oyagi kicked out of a lot of moves, including the choke slam and a frog splash here. Zeus got the front face lock, but Oyagi was able to make it to the ropes. Oyagi got in the end game, but Zeus also made it to the ropes. Zeus hit a lariat that Oyagi absolutely sold to perfection and went to follow it up with another, but Oyagi got the crucifix hold for a win. On a level, I wish this has been wrestled in a more epic way. While it wasn't the decisive finish as I was expecting, this is definitely keeps their feud going, and Oyagi getting a win is super solid for him. So, honestly, out of the 3 shows up to this point, 4th show that I covered, this was probably the weakest night of Champion Carnival so far. While nothing was really bad, the top 2 matches did not quite deliver to the level that I thought they would. However, I certainly would not write this tournament off at this point. This is very much solid, but an unexceptional groove that many tournaments get into during the midpoint. We're all familiar with that if you're watching the G1 Climax. So, yeah, it's going to happen with tournaments like this, it's the best of Super Junior. But, I don't think they really ever have a low that can neither here nor there. But, yeah, man, we're almost getting caught up. We've covered 4 nights of the All Japan Champion Carnival. 4th night, be on the lookout for night 5, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, because we are the Almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because the price of subscription is free $99. So, all right, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Be on the lookout for night number 5 of Champion Carnival 2021, because that will be out very, very soon. So, adios.